Colin, do you have any idea what time it is right now?
What? Are you mad at me over something else now?
I told you today to come home early so that you would be able to take care of Jay and get him to take a bath. And then I wanted you to watch over him until you guys went to sleep.
Really? You said that to me? So that was something you wanted me to do today? I'm sorry, I completely forgot all about that.
Well, these days you've been completely forgetting about a lot of things that have to do with the house and this family. It's one thing to forget about doing your chores, but please, please, please do not forget about plans with your son.
Well, recently, I've been super busy with work. And when I get focused on that, I totally forget that I have things that I need to do at home. But I promise from now on to start thinking of you both more.
Well, in Jay's mind, he doesn't really care about your work. And another thing, it's not just you who's having to work right now. I also have a job that I'm responsible for, while also attending to this house and our family. You were the one that told me you could take care of Jay and his bath, and that's why I said okay to a meeting I had online. I have an hour before I have to be on that call and focus on my job. So could you please hurry up and get your butt home?
Well, I don't think I can make it home in under an hour. Actually, I had told you about this before. With that telling me something with less than an hour to do it won't happen. I need to be told at least an hour in advance before I can change my plans.
And I talked with you about this a little 2 days ago, Colin. That's when you told me in a very rude tone that you would put it on your calendar.
Maybe I did say that.
Seriously, Colin, get yourself together. Are you even starting to forget about the things that you were saying?
I must have been thinking about a couple of other things at the time that made me forget what I said to you. I'm sorry. Next time I promise to remember what I say.
And how many times has it been now that you've told me that? For the past couple of months now, it's been a little bit too strange how many times you've forgotten about things regarding your family and this house. Are you beginning to suffer from early onset Alzheimer's or something?
Don't say something as scary as that. Things are fine. I promise to not forget anything pertaining to my work.
With that being said, you find it totally okay to forget about things pertaining to your family then?
That's not what I meant just then.
Well, that's exactly what it sounded like you said.
Work and my family are two different things, right? When it comes to you guys, I also have you around, and so I slack off just a little bit because I can rely on you.
Well, you are beginning to slack off too much now. Seriously, Colin, pull yourself together. Today, Jay was so excited to have you come home and take a bath with him.
I'm very sorry. But he's already gone and taken a bath now, right?
Yes. I have a call coming up here soon, so I had to give him one myself. But I don't think he'll be getting to bed until later tonight now.
Jay is 5 years old now. I'm sure he'll be fine staying up a little bit later. And that call you'll have in an hour should only take around 30 minutes or so, right?
Even if that's the case, that's not something you have the right to be commenting on anymore.
I'm sorry.
You still remember what will happen come next Saturday, right? There's no way you've already forgotten.
Next Saturday.
You made a promise to take Jay to the theme park to go and see that superhero play, right?
That's right.
So you did forget about that as well.
Well, I just remembered that, so it's fine. I still have a note on my desk here with all the times and everything written down for that day.
Then you'd better not forget about that, Colin. You have not spent any time at all with your son, so he's really looking forward to you and him going out to see some of his favorite superheroes.
Everything will be all right. I promise that I'll never forget about that plan.
I'm being serious here. Please do not forget. Now, when are you going to be coming home tonight?
Well, let me think now. It'll be another 3 hours or so before I can leave.
Understood. I'll have Jay in bed by that time, so please don't make too much noise when you come home.
Iris, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to go to that theme park this Saturday anymore.
What? You better be joking with me right now, Colin.
I'm not, though. I have to go out with a customer of mine that day now.
On a Saturday? You're telling me that on your day off, on your company's day off, you have to go out and see a customer?
That's correct. From what I've heard, the CEO of one of the customers is coming out here with his family and everything. So I have to be around to take him and his family out to see the town.
Is that really a job only you can do? Why couldn't you tell your boss to get someone else to do that since you already have plans then?
The reason that I am asked to do this is because I'm the only one who can. I was thinking about asking one of my coworkers if he can take my place, but I'm still a little worried about them not being up for the challenge yet.
So once again, you are breaking another promise.
That's why I'm making sure to tell you about this now before breaking the promise. Honestly, I think it would be a lot better having you take Jay to the theme park anyway.
Right now, Jay is expecting you to be going there with him as well. This was supposed to be a small family trip where we could all have a little bit of fun together.
It's just to go and see that play about those heroes, right?
That is our main reason for going, yes. But this was going to be the first time in a very long while that the whole family could go out and have some fun together.
I had no other choice, alright? This is about my work now. I really do feel bad that I can't come along with you both this time. But you can't start blaming me for things that I cannot control, alright? I would have loved to go with you both, but I don't have a say in anything related to my job right now.
I get it already. Sorry, I shouldn't have said all those things. Recently, you really haven't been home to spend time with your family, and that just started to really upset me.
I'm sorry as well. Recently, I've been leaving you to take care of Jay and the chores way too often.
You really have been. I even had to turn down an offer to go on a business trip so that I could stay around home and handle everything.
What? You were offered a business trip?
My plans had all been doing really well, and so my boss asked if I'd like to go out of town for a bit to a conference. But right now, with the way you've been acting, I can't leave Jay or the house. That's why I had to say no.
When is that business trip supposed to be?
The end of this month.
Go ahead and take that trip.
I could never do that now, right? You've been coming home really late from work all the time recently, and I can't leave Jay in your care at this time.
I'll take some PTO while you're out of town.
What? Are you being serious about that?
I have really been wanting to spend some time with Jay recently, okay? And now that I can't even go to the theme park with you both this weekend, I'll make it up to Jay by taking some time off work. So go ahead and tell your boss you can go. I'm sure you were wanting to go on that trip, right? You're the one who made it possible to go on that trip in the first place, right?
I was wanting to go, and still am. But it'll be 3 days that I'm away from home. Will you really be able to watch after Jay those 3 days?
That's nothing. I can take care of him then. I know that I haven't been around much these days, but I can still take care of a child and do the chores, so believe me.
But I'm pretty worried. If you do the same thing to me before I leave for that trip as you did today, telling me you have to break that promise for something else, I'm going to flip.
Things will be fine, alright? I promise, I mean it this time, that while you're away on that business trip, I'll be at home with Jay and taking care of everything.
Then I'm going to tell my boss that I can go now, okay?
Great, please do. I think it will be good for you to get away from home for a bit and take things easy. Actually, this will be for work, so you might not be able to.
Thank you, Colin. Like you were saying, I really wanted to go on this trip.
Right. I know that you were thinking you couldn't rely on me, and that's why you had to say no, but we are a couple. When you have something you want to do for work, I'll be right here supporting you through it.
Then, since you put it that way, I might have to ask you to do a little bit more around the house from now on.
Of course, please do. I know that these days I've always been the one asking you to take care of things at home, but now my busy streak of work is coming to an end. Starting next month, I'll be home all the time to take care of you two.
Understood. I really hope that's the case, though. Now, I'm going to tell Jay about this Saturday. But when you get home, you need to go and apologize to him yourself.
Sure, I'll apologize. But this Saturday, you won't have the car anymore, so it might be hard getting all the way out to that theme park.
That's fine. I'll ask my sister and see if she can take us. She did tell me she has Saturday off this weekend.
But your sister, she's a nurse, right? She might have to work overnight on Friday, so she could be too exhausted the next day to take you guys out, right?
No, I think she'll be all right. She told me before that she always works the daytime shift on Friday.
Why does she tell you all about her schedule?
That's because she's been wanting to meet with Jay for some time now, so we've been trying to plan out a day she can see him. I think if I let her know we need her car this weekend, she'd be happy to take us.
Well, that's good to hear. Anyways, sorry about this Saturday, but I'm sure you and Jay will have loads of fun. I'll do my best to get home before it's too dark out tonight.
Did you try calling me, Lindsay? Sorry, I didn't notice my phone vibrating at the time. Actually, it seems that you called me a lot of times. I was in the bath for a little bit as well, so I didn't even have my phone on me then. What's going on at this time of night? You're finally getting back to me. What the hell have you been doing? Huh? What have I been doing? I've been out of state for a business trip. Huh? Well, your son was just brought into the ER in an ambulance. What? Jay had to be taken to the hospital? You have to be mistaken, right? Maybe it was another boy that looks just like him. I haven't gotten anything from Colin either about Jay, so that has to be the wrong person you're talking about. He is not the wrong person. I know that that was Jay. Because I was right there helping push him to his room. Are you serious? Wait, is Jay okay right now? What happened to him? Why the hell did he have to be taken to the ER in an ambulance? He's been having a really high fever, and because of that, he had passed out. There aren't any cuts or broken bones, and this isn't something that's going to be life-threatening to him now that he's there, so please calm down. We just had to get him hooked up to some fluids because he was practically dehydrated. Thank God. But why? He should have been with Colin back at home. The EMS crew told me that there was nobody with Jay at the time claiming to be his father. So they had to take Jay by himself. Why the hell is something like this happening? I'm going to leave here and come back home right now. Hold on a second, Iris. Jay just opened his eyes and is coming to. Can you please ask him why he was out and about all by himself and where his dad is? Hopefully he's able to talk about all of that right now. Iris, I want you to be really calm when you listen to this. What? Okay. It seems as though Colin never came home last night and has been gone since. Jay started to become really lonely at home as well as hungry, so he left the house looking for someone to help him. Jay said he was going to wait for you to get home outside. Colin hasn't come home since last night? Colin told me he was going to use some of his PTO to take this week off in order to be with Jay while I'm out of state. And that was a lie, wasn't it? Jay's still really tired and can't find the energy to talk that much, so I'm not going to bother him much more. But he wasn't lying about not having his father around since yesterday. I know he's not lying. Jay would never. I'm sorry, this is all just too crazy for me to come to grips with right now. I knew that Colin was having trouble remembering things and wasn't doing a good enough job being around his family, but I never thought he would become this irresponsible. Well, just understand that for the time being, I'll be with Jay and watch over him. You can come back here all you want to be with us, but I think it would be best that you finish that business trip and wait to see if you hear anything from Colin. It's fine. I'll get to the bus station and take the overnight bus home. And if there isn't a bus, I'll get a taxi or something. If you're okay with that, then go ahead. And just please be safe on your way back here. I'm sure you'll be thinking about a lot, but right now the only thing you need to focus on is making it to this hospital.
Iris, tonight you should be coming home from that business trip of yours, right?
Why?
Why? What? I was just asking to make sure that tonight is the night you're coming home.
I'm coming home early.
What? But you told me that the bus would be getting you home tonight at the earliest, right?
Why does it matter that I get home earlier, Colin? I wanted to be home now after all the work I've had.
Well, that's totally fine and all. I'm sorry.
What?
Jay isn't home right now. When I wasn't looking, it seems like he found his way out of the house. I went out there to look for him all I could, but I couldn't find him anywhere. I should give the police a call right now, shouldn't I?
You don't have to call the police. Jay is with me right now.
Jay is with you right now. What? How?
Because you went and left Jay at home all alone and then stayed out of the house for 2 days. Jay became really lonely and afraid, and so he left the house to look for me. And to make things worse, he had a fever at the time and wasn't eating or drinking anything since you left him. And so he passed out not too long after leaving. Then he was taken to the ER by an ambulance, and that's where I heard about all of this.
He was taken to the hospital in an ambulance? When? Why did you never tell me anything about that?
You know more than anyone else why I never called you and said what happened to Jay, right?
I'm sorry, Iris. There was some trouble at the office. No matter what I tried to tell my boss, he said I had to come into work. I even told him I was in charge of my son, but he didn't care about Jay.
There's no point in lying to me anymore, Colin. Jay was taken to the hospital last night at around 11 p.m. You're telling me you had to go into work at night and stay there all the way past 11 p.m.? You should have been home well before that, Colin.
No, wait. There was a lot of extra work that had to been done.
I'm tired of your excuses. I already know about what you were doing and where you were doing such things at. I was able to find out all of that while on my way to the hospital after my business trip.
Where I was doing such things.
The car has a GPS installed in it, right? That we can link to our phones? Did you also forget about that?
Ah.
You are such an idiot. A completely brain-dead idiot. You really thought it would be a good idea to drive that car, which I can look up and see the location of on my phone, to go and have that affair? What the hell is wrong with you?
You have it all wrong. While I was driving, the engine just stopped on me. That ended up leaving me out in the middle of a neighborhood I didn't know about, and I had to wait for a tow truck to come and get the car.
Shut the hell up, Colin. I had my sister, who had just gotten off her shift this morning, go out and make sure your car was where the GPS showed me it was. And she was able to see the car and you coming out of that apartment building. While you were walking out of there, you were talking with a woman at the door, and it seemed you both knew one another very well.
I'm so sorry, Iris.
Are you finally going to confess now? Well, just know that if you try and start to apologize to me now, it is not going to help you any. There is no forgiveness after what's been done this time. I cannot live with a man who would leave my 5-year-old son at home all by himself just to go and have an affair for 2 days.
Iris, listen to me. There was really nothing serious about all that. Also, I was planning for that to be my last time ever seeing her.
And so what, Colin? You think I'm going to forgive you after saying something like that to me?
To me, the most important people in my life are you and Jay. That's why I've already told you that other woman things are off now.
That has nothing to do with Jay or I, though. And what do you even mean we are the two most important people to you? If that was really the case, then you would have never started to have that affair in the first place, right? And even if it was just for play or whatever the hell you want to call it, you still left our 5-year-old son at home all by himself for over 24 hours. That is not something I will ever forgive you for.
I'm sorry. She told me that if I didn't go to her house that day, she would find you and tell you everything about us. I was threatened.
So you would rather spend time with her than your own son? And what would have happened if things ended more tragically here? What the hell would you have done had Jay been hit by a car and killed after he passed out on the street?
I'm so sorry.
I know you're sorry, and that's why we're getting a divorce.
No way. I don't want you guys to leave me. I was just tempted is all. I will never go out with another woman again. So please, forgive me already.
I am never forgiving you. Was the whole reason you'd stay out late all the time and go out on the weekends for work, forcing me to take care of all the chores and Jay because of that woman as well? She has to be the reason behind all of that.
No, that was really all because of work.
Well, I just got off the phone with your boss a little bit ago after getting his input. He told me that on the Saturday you were supposed to come with us to that theme park, you never had to go in for work. You went and broke all those promises to me and then couldn't even take care of our dang son while I was away for 3 days. If that's the kind of father you were going to become, then Jay was better off never having a father from the start.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry. From here on out, I will do everything, and I mean everything, to make this all up to Jay.
And you can start to make up for all of it by getting the hell away from us. That's the only way you can make things up to him and I now. If you have really thought about all the wrongs you've done, then you should be able to understand why we want you gone.
Please, Iris. I'm not kidding when I say I started to go out with that other woman with the intent of becoming divorced from you.
Then you should have never been having that affair to begin with. But the one thing that I can't forgive you for now is leaving our son alone like that and causing him to have to go to the ER. Had you never been with that other woman, things like this would have never had to happen.
Iris, please find some way to forgive me. From now on, I will become a great husband and will be the best father I can be. So please, 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 give me one last chance to make things right for us.
You left Jay at home all by himself when he's only 5, and then he ended up going into the street and passing out. You should be happy I'm not having the police come and arrest you right now for that. I don't need a man like you in my life who thinks it's forgivable to leave my son at home like that in such a horrible state. And Jay doesn't need a father like you either, because he is far better off only having me. There is no way in hell we're ever going to be able to trust you again, so forget ever being my husband and Jay's father. Immediately after all of that was said and done, Colin and I got a divorce. When this was all brought up to my family and to my lawyer, they both knew without a doubt that Colin couldn't stay with me. Especially after hearing all of the things he had done to Jay and I by having that affair with another woman. It turned out that Colin wasn't lying about that woman being just for fun, but in her eyes, she was very serious about making him her husband someday. And so when I asked for a settlement from the both of them, she gladly paid it all off in order to have him all to herself. Things turned out pretty all right for me in the divorce, getting the money I had asked for and full custody of my son. Although for Colin, he was forced to stay together with that woman even though he wanted to leave her. Things about the divorce and the reason behind it made their way into his office, as well as to his family, and so Colin was forced to leave his job and move away. Colin also went and told that woman he was with that he couldn't take it anymore, and told her what he'd done before leaving her in the middle of the night. She tried to call the police the next day after she couldn't find him anymore, but all the police could do was keep an eye out for him. But even they were never able to find him in that town again. Once Colin had found a new home and a new job, Colin started to contact me again, asking to see Jay and hang out with him for a bit, as well as asking me to take him back so that he could show me he'd changed. But that is never going to happen, and the only way that he will ever see Jay again is if Jay says he wants to see his father when he's older. So until then, the only thing Colin will have to do with us is paying that child support for Jay. He had the option of paying it every month for the next 13 years, or he could pay me one large sum of money and then never have to pay again. He chose the latter not too long after he had moved away, so once that money gets into my account, I am blocking his number and everything. I want Colin to fully understand that I will never, ever be forgiving him for what he did to my son, leaving him in that house alone for almost 2 days. Things could have ended far worse for Jay in that situation, but luckily he was picked up by an ambulance soon after and given the fluids he needed. I'm not sure how things are going to go for Colin out there and how he's going to live his life now after losing his wife and son. But I hope whatever life he chooses to live next, he continues to regret everything he'd done. As for Jay and myself, we moved out of the house we were in and started a new life somewhere else. I will not say that it's easy being a single parent, but with the support of my parents and my sister, things aren't so bad for me. I don't think that they have to help me and Jay in this kind of a situation, but since they have all chosen to do so for us, I will be forever grateful. And while being grateful towards all of them, I'm going to continue being the best mother I can be for Jay, while giving us a life that we both will have no regrets about. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hello there, Rachel. It's been some time since you and I have last talked, hasn't it? I was just curious if you were already done with work for the day.
Oh, hello, Mom. Yes, I'm done with work. But do you mind if I ask what this is about and why you're messaging me?
I just want to know if you're already at home or not. So are you? Are you still on the road, or are you at home?
I'm actually still on the way back home right now, but not quite there yet. Now, can you please tell me what all of this is about, Mom?
I just wanted to get in touch with you about New Year's, if you must know. I want you to come and visit us at our house this year.
Mom, I'm sorry, but I've already told you that I'm not going to be going back to that house ever again. I mean, do you really forget all that you put me through while I was still living there?
Oh, come on. That was 3 years ago already now, wasn't it? You can't tell me that you're still really upset about that, right? Why can't you just forget about that and let bygones be bygones? Honestly, it's so silly for you to hold a grudge like this.
You might think that it's something you can just forget, but it isn't like that for me at all. I know all about how while I was still in the hospital, you lied to the doctors to get them to release me earlier than they should have. And then you forced me to recover at home while you tried to do everything for me. But I needed to be cared for by a medical professional. You lied to the doctors and you lied to me, and I am not going to forgive you for that.
Oh my goodness, Rachel. I really am sorry about what I did back then. You're right. I shouldn't have taken things as far as I did. But I want you to know that I've thought long and hard about my actions. And so please, I was just hoping that you'd be able to rethink your whole attitude about this as well. I mean, you have to know how much I've regretted my actions these past 3 years.
Are you being honest with me? Do you really regret what you've done? Because I don't think you've ever admitted to being wrong about anything.
Look, I admit that I was under a lot of pressure back then, and I really wasn't thinking clearly about my actions at all. But I just want you to know that it was because of how much I worry about you. I mean, you're almost 30 and you're still not married, and you don't have any kids either. And I imagine that you've just been putting all of that off and wasting even more time these past few years as well, right? But don't worry. The truth is that I've really just given up on you at this point. Or trying to control you, anyways.
Really? You're really telling me that you don't want to try and tell me how to live my life anymore?
Well, I just understand that no matter what I have to say to you, you aren't going to listen and insist on doing things your own way. And frankly, I'm too tired to put up with that right now. Besides, at least your older brother Chris got married, so that's been a big relief for me. Now I just have to count on him to give me grandchildren. Of course, I would have preferred to have grandchildren from my daughter, but I guess that we can't always get what we want.
I really wish that you wouldn't say those kinds of things to me. It really makes me feel like you're trying to guilt me. Besides, I don't really see why it should matter where your grandchildren come from. You should still love them all the same, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Whatever. But I don't see what's wrong with me expressing how I feel about all of this to you.
Well, it's just that we've already talked about what I want to do with my life, so why don't you just be happy with what you have? I mean, I certainly hope that you haven't been putting Chris under the same kind of pressure that you were putting me under.
No, of course I wasn't doing anything like that. But Chris and his wife are eager to have a child of their own.
Okay, well, I really do hope that that's the case and you're not putting undue pressure on his wife either.
I don't need you to be telling me how to interact with your brother and his wife. Thank you very much. Besides, I'm her mother-in-law, and I have a say in how she lives her life.
I mean, I suppose there's not much point in arguing with you about all of this, but you should know that I've only ever met Chris's wife twice before.
Oh, really? Is that so? I didn't realize that you two weren't all that well acquainted with each other.
Yes, and the first time we exchanged numbers and I sent a message once, but we just never really got anywhere in our conversation. So I was wondering if you could tell me about her and how Chris are doing. Does she seem happy?
Yes, Rachel. Your brother's wife, Linda, seems very, very happy with him. In fact, you must know that we all live together, right?
Hold on a second, you mean that you're living with Chris and Linda? All three of you in the same house?
Well, it's just that Chris is just so bad with money, as you know. So we asked if they could move into our family house to save a little bit of money, and of course I said yes.
You're kidding me. I really had no idea about that at all, but I guess times are tough, so people need help where they can get it.
You don't think that I somehow forced the two of them to move in with me or anything like that, do you? Because I will simply not stand for that kind of slander from you.
Mom, are you okay? I really don't care all that much about what living arrangement you have as long as it's safe. I just worry that now that you're all living together, you might be struggling to share your space.
Of course I'm not struggling. I'm a very good sharer, and I know how to live with others, thank you very much. You really are such a rude daughter, do you know that? I really wish that I had a way to just snap you into shape so that I wouldn't have to deal with all this backtalk. You know, Linda never ever says a word back to me. She's an obedient young woman who knows how to take orders, which makes her a much better daughter than you are in my eyes.
I really don't know if the fact that Linda isn't brave enough to speak out against you is a good thing, but I can see why you think it would be. Still, though, it sounds to me like you might not actually be giving Chris and Linda all the space and freedom they might need.
Nonsense! You don't know what you're talking about at all! Look, your brother married this woman, which means that she's part of our family. Do you really think that I could run off a woman like that? I am no more a source of tension in the relationship than you are.
Okay, well, I just remember after you and I had our falling out that Chris was telling me you were really after him about finding a wife.
Well, of course I was. You had just left the house, and I didn't know what was going to happen next. You're not actually going to try blaming me for anything about that, are you? Look, I just want to know if you'll come back to the house for New Year's since we are all there now.
And you're really not planning anything strange or funny that I should be worried about?
No, dear. I've already told you that I've given up all hope that you'll ever be a good daughter who will obediently do what I say. Although, I suppose there are some reasons why I want you to come back.
And just what might that reason be?
Well, you do know your Uncle Ted, right? Your father's younger brother? Well, you see, he's actually going to be moving into a retirement home next summer.
Oh, really? I didn't know that Uncle Ted was going to be doing that. I hadn't heard anything.
Of course. Well, you know how high blood pressure runs quite well. High among the members of your father's family. After all, that's what took your grandpa when he passed away. But anyways, your Uncle Ted is already older than his father when he passed away. But that's why he's trying to be careful about his health. And since he's single, he wants to live in a place that will have a staff that will be able to provide the kind of care that he needs.
I see. Well, I guess that all makes sense. But what does this have to do with me?
Well, you do know how you were always your uncle's favorite niece, don't you? I think the least that you should do is say hi to your uncle before he goes into this home. You don't know when you might have a chance to do that again.
Well, okay. I think I get what's going on here, at least. If that's the case, then I'll come home for New Year's.
Oh, really? You will? Oh, this is just wonderful news. Thank you so much for saying that. Make sure that you find a hotel to stay at soon, okay? We've already converted your room into an office and storage space, so there's no room for you here.
Okay, yeah, sure, I can do that. I'll start looking into that soon.
And I think that it might start snowing here too, so make sure that you pack accordingly and plan for that. Got it? Hey Rachel, where are you? It's New Year's and you've already ran off. Where did you go? I hope you know that we're all ready to sit down and eat dinner. We're just waiting on you.
Well, I went to go and see Uncle Ted, and I was going to be eating over here. Besides, you lied to me again. I can't believe that I let you trick me. You don't respect that I'm putting off getting married at all. I saw all the photos of the men who you were going to try and set me up with. I mean, do you really think that I'm going to go for an arranged marriage?
Oh, come on. The least you could do is look at the photos and at least see if there's anyone among all of them who would catch your eye, you know. Would it really kill you to do that?
I don't think it would kill me to do any of that, but it's the fact that you went behind my back to do this that makes me so upset. I told you that I wasn't interested in getting married right now, and you still insisted on doing this. I mean, don't you already get how upset I am with you over this? Why do you try to push me even further?
I just don't understand what's the matter with you, Rachel. What is it about marriage that makes you so opposed to it? Do you want to spend the rest of your life single and alone?
Mom, what I want to do is get to choose what happens in my life. Is that really so bad?
Well, I think that sometimes we need some help from others in figuring out just what it is that we should be doing.
I really disagree and don't want any of your help with that anyways. Thank you.
Oh, come on. Just think of your brother. He's older than you, but he's still got married. Doesn't that make you want to think about getting married as well?
I think that it's great that my brother was able to find a wife who makes him so happy and who he can do the same for her. But I haven't met anyone like that, and frankly, I'm not looking for anyone like that. And what about Linda? Where is she anyways? I didn't see her at home the entire time that I was there.
What do you mean, where is she? I thought I told you that her and your brother had both moved in with me. That's where she is.
I mean, where in the house is she? She was there when I first came into the house, but I haven't seen her since arriving. Even when we all sat down for breakfast, she was nowhere to be found.
Well, she had breakfast earlier than the rest of us, and you took too much time leaving your hotel to be able to catch her, if you must know.
Really? So you're saying that I am just always barely missing her? Is that right?
Well, I asked her to step out of the house and get some things for us that we might need. After all, with so much family coming in, we're going to have to stock up on food. But anyways, she doesn't mind, and I think she enjoys going out and being helpful and all of that. She's always going out offering to run our errands for us. And I think it's wonderful that she's always so eager to help around the house the way that she does.
Okay, well, I've heard that you've been saying some pretty mean things to Linda, actually.
Look, I just don't really think that you two need to be all that near each other. The truth is that I worry that you'll have a negative influence on her, and I want her to stay the way that she is.
Okay, well, that makes me all the more worried about all of this. I'm really not sure of what your game here is, Mom. But I do know that I haven't gotten to say a single word to Linda since arriving here, and I think that something is up with all of this.
Oh, please. You are just being paranoid. You really must stop this. I mean, after all, are you forgetting I was the one who offered the two of them a place to live in the first place? I really think that you need to stop being so suspicious of me and see all the good that I've done for the two of them.
I don't really even know if I can believe that from you anymore, but I will say that I'm worried that Linda's okay.
And I am telling you that there's nothing to worry about at all. Do you understand me? Why do you always have to act this way when it comes to me? Anyways, does this mean that you're not going to be coming back home at all? Are you really just going to stay away for the rest of your trip?
Actually, no, I won't be going back anytime soon. I'm going to go and meet up with a friend and then go back to my hotel. I don't want to go back home just to be bombarded with more of you trying to convince me to get married. And I can't believe that you'd convince our relatives to go along with your plan too. I thought that I was going to see my frail old uncle, and instead you just set a trap for me to walk right into.
Oh, come on. Your flight back home is in a couple days. You have to come back home and be with the rest of us. You can't just ignore us like this.
I actually can do whatever I want, and this has been the main sticking point between you and I. So I'm not going to go back home, and I am going to wait in my hotel until it's time for my flight back.
But you said that you wanted to talk to Linda, right? What if I can arrange that for you? I could tell her to be home when you will be tomorrow.
I just want you to know that if Linda starts asking me about when I'm going to be getting married, I am not going to be happy. In fact, if that happens, I'll probably never ever talk to you ever again, Mom.
Okay, I get it. You're very serious about all of this. I won't say anything more about the matter if it makes you happy.
I really just can't believe that you would do what you did. I mean, really? All those photos were just ridiculous.
Well, I just didn't want to waste this chance since you made the effort to come all the way out here. I mean, I really do think that you should at least try and choose a couple men who you'd like to see. Just think about me and my life. You think that I have much longer here? Don't you want to do this for me?
I'm not having this conversation, but I am going to be heading to your place for dinner. Got it?
Excellent. I'll order some food to be delivered and it'll be a great time. And hopefully, while you're at my house, you can learn a thing or two about respecting your elders.
Linda, are you there? It's Rachel. I was just curious about how you've been.
Rachel, is that you? Why are you messaging? Did something happen? Is everything okay?
Well, I just have barely seen you at all since I arrived into town, and so I was curious about what you've been up to. By the way, where are you right now? My mom told me that you'd gone out to do a little shopping, but you've been gone a long time.
Oh, well, there's really nothing to worry about at all. I'm always around and nearby, so you don't have anything to worry about with that.
Oh, really? So you're still in the area? Well, that's good to know at least. I just wanted you to know that the food my mom ordered has been delivered, so you should hurry back to eat with us. I seem to remember you mentioning to me how much you really liked this place, so I was really pushing for my mom to order from it.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me to eat with you all. That really is sweet. But please, don't bother waiting for me to go all the way back home. You all can start without me.
But you just said that you were pretty nearby, right? Are you telling me that you aren't going to be coming home for dinner?
Oh, well, you see, the thing is that I'm actually out shoveling all the snow for all the driveways in the neighborhood. But once I'm done, then I was going to come back and eat. So I think that it might take some time before I'm finished here, and that's why you should just go ahead and not worry about waiting for me.
Hold on a second, are you telling me that you've been outside shoveling driveways this whole time? But it's freezing out there.
I know, but I'm still not finished, so I just simply can't go back yet. And anyways, with all the snow that we've had this year, I really have my work cut out for me.
I have no idea what my mom is up to now that she has nobody to help her out with the debt that she accrued for herself. I heard through the grapevine that she's gone back to work and was forced to move into a tiny little apartment after selling the house, but if you ask me, it serves her right. I only hope that one day in the future my mom is able to realize just how horribly she's treating you, Linda.
Well, because your mom told everyone in the neighborhood that I would do it for them. So now if I don't do it, it's going to make the family look bad, and we can't have that happening.
But, I don't really think that I'm following along. Are you sure you can't come home just so that I can ask you about all of this in person?
Rachel, are you there? I need you to return Linda to me right this second. Do you understand me?
What in the world are you talking about, Mom? Really? Did you think you were going to get away with this? I can't believe you would stoop so low as to do something like this. You really are just horrible. Do you know that? Not only did you steal all of Linda's savings that she's had since before getting married, but you've been using her like a servant. I don't even know what to say to you right now, but I want you to know that I talked to Chris about this, and we agreed that I'll be holding on to Linda for the time being.
Are you crazy? Do you expect me to believe that your brother would ever go for something like that?
I think that after I showed all of the things that you've been putting poor Linda through, that he had no choice but to believe me and let me do this. But really, you lied to me about those two choosing to live with you. I knew that you just bullied my sensitive brother into going along with whatever you wanted. I should have known that you were lying to me, but I just thought that I could trust you this one time.
Well, I really didn't have any other choice in the matter. I hope that you can see that at least. You should know that there was no way that I was going to be able to live on my own.
I really don't care what excuses you've made up to try and explain any of this. Really, if you're having trouble living on your own, you can really only blame yourself. After all, you were the one that spent all of Dad's inheritance after he died. But you couldn't take responsibility for your actions, so you tried to pass off all the consequences to someone else.
But, I just didn't think that making Linda do all of those things was going to be such a big deal. I had no idea at all.
Really? You mean you didn't think that maybe you were taking things a little too far when you sent her out to shovel snow for the entire neighborhood? And all because you're in debt to about half the people that you're living near because you keep needing to borrow money? I'm sorry, man, but if this is how you live and you think it's okay, then you're an idiot. Really, just how old are you that you think this is okay?
But, Rachel, please, you don't understand just how much debt I'm really in. Things are looking really, really bad for me right now.
And just who was the person who spent all their money and started borrowing in the first place? But at least you had someone like Linda who would let you walk all over her and do your dirty work for you.
I didn't make her do anything. She wanted to do this for me because of how long we'd known each other for. She was happy to do this.
Well, that's not what she's telling me. She told me all about how you've just been using her to do favors to whittle down your debt. But Chris and I aren't going to let you do this to her any longer. We are through with you and never want anything to do with you ever again.
But wait! You can't just leave me! Please! You two are all that I have left right now! It wasn't supposed to go like this!
After that, I blocked my mom on everything and I ignored any attempts she made to try and reach out to me. Chris and I talked and we both agreed not to talk to Mom anymore. We cut her off and focused on making sure Linda was okay instead. Chris decided that things would be best if they packed up their belongings and moved far away from my mom, so that's just what they did. I made sure to give them all the help that I could while they prepared to move their things. I have no idea what my mom is up to now that she has nobody to help her out with the debt that she accrued for herself. I heard through the grapevine that she's gone back to work and was forced to move into a tiny little apartment after selling the house, but if you ask me, it serves her right. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey there, Mandy. It's been so long since you and I last talked, right? Can you believe just how much time has passed? How have you been? Are you doing well? Are things alright? I hope that you're doing alright.
Wait a second. Jeff? Just what is going on here? What do you want? What is this all about, huh?
Oh, come on. It's just your little brother wanting to catch up with his big sister after all this time. I don't really get why you need to be so suspicious when I haven't even said anything.
Well, it's just you basically never ever reach out and contact anyone without wanting something from them, you know? So what do you want this time?
Well, I only messaged you because I want you to know that I found someone very, very special to me, actually. In fact, I'm going to be getting married to this person, and that's what I wanted to tell you.
Wait a second. Really? You really are getting married? And it really is to someone that you know well and like?
Of course I know this person well. Do you really think that I would just rush into a marriage like some kind of fool or something? I don't really think that you need to be so surprised about all of this.
Well, it's just that all this time I thought you were single, and I never heard that you were dating anyone at all until now.
Oh, come on. You really are starting to be just a little rude now. Do you know that? I mean, did you really think that I wouldn't be able to pull someone who would want to marry me?
I'm just saying that when you were younger, you were always talking about wanting someone to respect your freedoms and how you didn't want to be tied down. So I just thought that getting married and settling down and that sort of stuff would be the last thing that you wanted to do.
Oh, I see what this is all about. Yes, well, there have been times when I've said things like that, but now things are different.
Well, I personally always thought it had to do with how often our parents just told you to do whatever you want, if you really want to know. I always wondered about how you might end up since they put up so few rules and restrictions for you, but here we are, I guess.
Hey, I get it. I used to be a really laid-back guy who did what he wanted when he wanted it. But I met this person, she really just changed my life around. I mean it. I feel like a brand new person with her. And so that's why I've decided that I'm done with the single life and I want to settle down and spend the rest of my life with this person.
Wow. Well, I have to say that I never actually thought that any kind of words like those would be leaving your mouth. Or typed by you, I guess. But anyways, can you tell me a little bit more about this person? What's she like? Where did you two meet?
Oh man, she really is just one of the cutest people that I've ever seen. I really mean it. I don't think that I've ever found someone closer to my type than her. And I'm just so sure that you're gonna love her too.
Oh, really? Well, I certainly am looking forward to meeting her since you two are engaged now. Is she around the same age as we are, or...?
She is actually just a couple of years younger than I am. But I would say that as a person, she is way more mature than I am and is much more of a put-together adult, you know?
Yeah, but I'm not sure how difficult it is to be more of an adult than you are. You're basically like a giant kid.
Well, I can't really deny any of that. But I just wanted to let you know that the next time I go back home to see Mom and Dad, I was going to bring her along too. So I would really appreciate it if you could be there as well. I mean, if I hear correctly, you're still living with Mom and Dad, right? So you should probably be home whenever it is that we come over, right?
Yeah, you heard right. I'm still living with Mom and Dad and doing my best to take care of them and stuff.
I see. But don't you ever think about getting married as well? I mean, I know that you're the eldest child, so maybe you feel some kind of obligation to be there, but... well, you have to have your own life too, you know? And if you don't get married quickly, then I will worry that it might be too late for you in the future.
Oh, don't you worry about me, Jeff. I am more than happy to be living life the way that I'm doing it now. Besides, you were the one who was all about keeping your freedom and doing what you wanted, right? So someone has got to be able to stay back and make sure that Mom and Dad are okay, you know?
Well, I really do appreciate you stepping up to do that so I can go out and live my life. You really are a great older sister. But what about Mom and Dad? How have they been lately?
Well, you know how those two are. Basically, nothing has changed with them at all. but does this mean that you haven't been in touch with Mom or Dad or anything like that?
Well, I know that I should probably be calling them more often, but I just never seem to be able to find the time to do so.
Jeff, come on. You've got to try and be a better son than that. You know that they both miss you and want to talk to you.
I know, but... Well, it's not like everyone there already doesn't know that I'm really bad at keeping touch and stuff, right? If anything, not hearing from me should be a good thing since it means that I'm out doing the stuff that I'd rather be doing than sitting on the phone.
I really don't know what to say to that, Jeff. But I do know that Mom and Dad would still really like it if you could call just to give them updates on what you're doing.
Okay, sure, I guess I see where you're coming from with this. I'll try and reach out to them a little more often from here on out.
Okay, well, please do, because I know that they would really appreciate it. So just please tell me the day you're going to come over when you know it. We're all really looking forward to meeting you and your fiancé, Jeff. Hey, Mandy, are you there? I just wanted to say thank you so much for today. It really meant a lot to me. Although I am sorry if I ordered too much. I guess I was just a bit excited is all. Oh, you don't need to worry about a thing, Vicky. I'm just so happy that we were all able to see you today. And I'm glad that you ate so much. It means that you still like my cooking. How was the food for you? Did you like it? Well, I heard that you were a really good cook from your brother, but you really knocked it out of the park this time. And I heard that you basically cooked the whole meal all by yourself. Is that really true? Did you put it all together by yourself? Because if you did, then that is just pretty amazing. Yeah, it's true. I really did cook it all. And I really am glad that you liked it because I thought you might notice it was all pretty simple stuff. Simple stuff? What are you talking about? I feel like you ought to be running a restaurant with the kind of skills that you have. I mean, really, I don't know anyone who cooks the way that you do. Oh, come on. You should know that flattery will get you everywhere. But thank you so much for saying all of that. It really does mean a lot. I think you enjoyed it so much because I made it with love. Well, I'm being serious. I want you to know that I wasn't trying to say any of that as a compliment or anything like that at all. In fact, I think that I'm pretty jealous since I really can't cook all that well myself, you see? And then you even were thoughtful enough to give us gifts for visiting. I think that you just really outdid yourself today, you know? Oh, well, I just remember how much Jeff told me that you liked those little crackers and how you said you couldn't find them where you live now. I'm just happy that you had such a good time and enjoyed it all. Of course! In fact, we were already opening them and starting to get into them on the way home. They're so good! You really did a good job getting those for me. Great! Well, I'm glad that you both enjoyed them so much. It makes me really happy to hear that. I'll try and think of other fun gifts to give next time. Well, I just really wanted to say thank you again so much. It really does mean so much. I mean, you didn't have to open up your home to me the way that you did. You know, I was saying while we were driving up here that I was so nervous about meeting everyone that I thought I was going to puke. Well, I am glad that things didn't get taken that far at least. Anyways, I just want you to know that you and your parents, for that matter, are always welcome here. You all were so lovely. You mean it? I would really hate it if we started to eat up too much of your bandwidth or overstayed our welcome or anything like that. Especially given that you're opening up your house not only to me, but to my parents as well. I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy that it seems like you found someone who makes you very happy in my brother. I mean, I have to say that I had my doubts when he first started talking about you, but I was so happy to realize what a wonderful girl you really are. And it seems like you've really been a force for positive change in Jeff's life. So for that, I'm the most grateful. Oh, well, Jeff is just such a sweetheart. Do you know that? I feel so honored that he would choose to be married to someone like me, of all people. I'm just happy that you two seem to be getting along so well. It really does warm my heart to see my brother like that.
I know just what you mean. I'm so happy that we have what we do together, and I'm also so excited to be gaining a sister.
Well, I feel the same way. Of course, I love having a brother, but I've always wanted to have a little sister as well.
Aw, that really makes me so happy to have you say that. I promise to try and be the best sister that I can be. By the way, is it true that you're single, Mandy?
Oh yes, the rumors are true. I am very single and have been so for a few years. But the truth is that I just lead such a busy life that I really just haven't found time to search for love for myself.
But I'm sure that there is someone out there who is just the perfect match for you. But do you think that you'll be able to meet them living at home all the time like you do?
I know that it may seem strange that I still live here with my parents, but they're getting older, and it means a lot to me that I can be here with them. Not to mention, I'm just generally worried about them as they get older and older, you know?
You really are such a wonderful person. Do you know that? I mean, you really just show how much you care about all the people in your life. And I think you have such a nice house to show for it. Well, your parents' house, but still, it's such a nice place and so well furnished as well. I was so happy to get the grand tour today and see all the rooms that I heard about from stories of you and Jeff growing up as little kids there. But man, your parents must update it quite frequently because all the appliances looked practically brand new. Does your dad really make enough money to do all that?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that at all. My dad is just really good about knowing how to find a good deal when they're out there.
But even so, he must really have some connections somewhere. Because I don't know anyone who has as lovely as a house as your parents do. Your dad must have really good taste, don't you think? Anyways, I say all of this just to say that I can understand why you would be hesitant to leave your home. It's so amazing, and I would never want to leave either.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but of course I do get just a little embarrassed thinking of how long I've lived here.
I don't think that there's anything to be embarrassed about at all. I mean, I think it must be really nice getting to live here with your parents. And now I'm looking forward to getting to visit here more often and go out to do lots of fun things with you.
Great! I am just so happy that we got to meet today. You really seem like a lovely person. Please do come over again, and I'll think of some fun things that we can do around here. Until then.
Mandy! What is the matter with you? Is this supposed to be some kind of joke or something? I mean, really? Are you trying to tear apart my marriage?
Wait, what? Where is all of this coming from right now? I feel so confused right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't you play stupid with me. I'm talking about Vicky, of course.
All of this is about Vicky? I'm sorry, Jeff, but I really don't know what this could be about at all. Is Vicky okay? Did she say something about me? I just really have no idea what this could be about. In fact, I'm actually kind of out of the house running errands right now. So is there any way we could talk about this later?
You really think that I'm just gonna let you run away from this? I know all about what you put my poor wife through. She told me all about it. I just can't believe that you would be such a bully to your own sister-in-law.
Hold on a second. So you're telling me that Vicky has been telling you that I've been bullying her? Is that what's going on?
Of course! She came to me in tears to talk about all the things that you had said to her. She doesn't know what she did to make you hate her so much, but you were just awful to her when she came over. She's even gone to Mom and Dad about this.
But, I mean, I just really feel so confused right now. I don't remember doing anything that could have been considered bullying to her. Are you sure that there isn't some kind of mistake here or something like that?
Are you kidding me? Are you really trying to worm your way out of this one right now? Just how low are you going to sink?
I'm sorry, Jeff, but I really don't know at all about what you're going on about right now.
Okay, then, what do you have to say for yourself about what you said to Vicky?
That's what I'm saying to you. I don't know what I said to her at all. Can you at least tell me what she told you I did?
She told me that you were being totally insulting towards her. Not only that, but that apparently you even threatened to hurt her? You grabbed her arm and nearly twisted it off. You know, Vicky has bruises on her arm thanks to what you did. So how are you going to deny this when we have proof?
But, I mean, I really don't know anything about any kind of bruising or anything like that. Come on, you know that I'm not a violent person or anything like that.
I thought that I knew that about you, but maybe I just really never knew anything. After all, it's not like we were that close.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? We're brother and sister. Are you saying that you can't trust me? Come on. I mean, even if we're not best friends, it's not like we have a reason to dislike each other.
Oh, please. You know that it's been years since you could even call us close. But you think that I can just trust you as if we're still kids? I'm sorry, but it's so obvious to me and everyone else that you're just jealous that your little brother is getting married before you.
I'm really not jealous of anything like that at all. I mean, is that really what you think of me?
Of course you're jealous of me. You're a jealous old maid who can't get over the fact that she's been single for this long. It's all your fault that Vicky said that she was thinking about leaving me. She's literally gonna divorce me because of you. Got it?
Please, Jeff, you have to listen to me. I mean, I really don't think that Vicky has any reason to dislike me. But I will say that the last time that we met, I did have to ask Vicky not to come around anymore.
Aha! You see? I knew that you had something against her. I knew that you hated her.
No, it isn't anything like that at all, I swear. Look, I'm sorry. I really didn't want to tell you about this.
Well, then what could it be? Are you telling me that Vicky did something to you to make you say that to her?
Well, the truth is that I asked her to come over only because I wanted her to return something of mine. You see, the time that she had come over before then, she stole a ring from my room. And that's actually why I grabbed her arm the way that I did. If I left any bruises or markings, I really am sorry about that. It wasn't my intention.
I don't even know what to say right now. You really think I'm gonna buy this crap? You hurt the woman that I love. I can never ever forgive you for that. I mean, why would you hurt her so much just over a ring if that was all this is about?
Please, you have to believe me when I say all of this. I'm trying to tell you the truth. I mean, did you know that Vicky has come over to our parents' place several times all by herself? And she does nothing but lays around and demand that I do things like cook for her. Honestly, she has been getting on my nerves like that for a while. But I wasn't about to let her get away with just stealing from me.
When are you finally gonna stop with all of these lies? I mean, really? You know, I was gonna forgive you if you just owned up to this and said that you were sorry to Vicky. But if this is the way that you're gonna be about it, then I'm afraid I can't even do that now.
What do you mean? What's going to happen then? Why are you being like this, Jeff?
I'm being like this because I can't be family with someone who would hurt the person that I love. And both Mom and Dad are ready to kick you out too over this. They said that from now on, they want to live with me and Vicky and not you.
So then, you two are going to be moving into the house with Mom and Dad.
That's right. We're going to be taking over your place in the house and we're going to be living with Mom and Dad from now on. As for you, you're going to pack your bags and beat it. In fact, I think I'll just start tossing your stuff out on the yard right now. What do you think about that?
I don't know what to say. I mean, I wish that you would believe what I'm trying to say to you.
Well, I could never believe you after what you did to Vicky. All you've done is given me excuse after excuse and haven't even apologized. Not only that, but you've acted as if it was my wife who has been the bad guy this whole time. Why can't you just accept responsibility for your actions like an adult? I'm so let down in you.
Look, Jeff, I have tried to explain this to you over and over again, and you just don't seem to even want to listen to what I have to say. So if you're going to be like this, then I don't really think that I have anything else left to say to you. And if you think you're disappointed in me, then I'm disappointed in having a family that would throw me out like this without even talking to me.
Hey, loser! I'm so sorry to hear about what happened to you. About getting thrown out of your happy little home, that is. But don't worry, now Jeff and I are going to be taking your spot there, so your parents are going to be just fine.
I can't believe that you would lie to my brother the way that you did. What is the matter with you? How could you do that?
What? Are you mad at me or something like that? I'm so scared of what you'll do to me. I mean, who knows what you're capable of now that you're homeless and have all your things in boxes? By the way, when did you even drop by to pick up all of that stuff? I don't think I even noticed you come over in the first place.
I don't really see why that would even matter to you, since you all are the ones trying to kick me out of here in the first place.
I know, but I think that you're really looking at this all the wrong way. I mean, aren't you embarrassed to be leeching off of your parents for as long as you were? I think that you should see this as your chance to spread your wings and go out and make a life for yourself. You should be grateful for all that I've done for you.
How can you say that? You're nothing but a liar yourself. You're lying to my family right now about all of this. I mean, really, do you think that a scammer like you has any right to tell me how to live my life?
Oh, come on now, Mandy. There's no need to talk to me like that at all, you know? I mean, really, you wouldn't want to give me even more proof of all the ways that you bully me, right?
I don't even get why you would do something like this in the first place. What did I ever do to you anyways, huh?
You are really the least important part in all of this. I only wanted to live in your parents' amazing house. And you were in the way, so I just had to get rid of you.
So that's why you were acting like some innocent woman to my family? Just to trick them?
Of course! I mean, when I realized just how rich your parents were, I knew that I would have to turn up the charm to get what I wanted from them. And now I've done it, and this house is mine!
Are you really sure about that? You really think that you've won? I'm afraid that you don't even know the kind of storm that is headed your way because of this.
You really are just so pathetic, do you know that? I mean, do you even know how sad you sound complaining about this as if there is anything you could do about it? You were nothing but an old maid who was leeching off of her parents, and now you're telling me that you're going to get revenge for this? Honestly, you really just need to get outside more, and that's why I've done all of this to begin with.
You might think that I'm the loser now, but we'll see who really is soon enough. But enjoy living in that house. Just know that I'm cutting you all out of my life forever.
Hey, what the heck is going on here? Why are these people showing up at the house and taking away all the stuff? And where is everyone? Jeff and your parents have been out of the house since this morning.
Well, you see, the thing is that all the furniture and appliances in the house actually all belong to me, so I'm just taking back my things.
But, wait, what? I thought that your dad bought everything in the house, right?
Of course not. My dad doesn't nearly have the kind of money to do that. My parents aren't rich or anything like that. In fact, if anything, they actually have a ton of debt.
Hold on a second. What do you mean that your parents have a ton of debt? I don't get it. That can't be right at all.
Oh, it's true. And I was helping them pay it off in exchange for letting me live with them. but both my parents have always been awful with money. I moved in with them so that I could keep an eye on their spending and try to keep them in line. In fact, I take it that you haven't heard this, but my parents are only renting the house from other family members. They own nothing. And now they're being kicked out of the house. The house itself is being sold to cover their debts.
But this can't be happening! Is all this really true?
That's right. But you have more important things to worry about, like the lawsuits I have ready for you for your theft. Anyways, I'm really quite busy now, but don't worry, you'll be hearing from my lawyers soon. After that, true to my word, my relatives kicked my family out of that house and sold it to try and recoup the losses from lending to my parents. My parents tried to beg for the owners to change their mind, but after what happened to me, nobody showed them any support. As for me, I took all my things and moved into a nice condo in the city where I live by myself. I haven't kept up with my family at all since suing Vicky for all the things she stole from me, and I would prefer to keep things that way. Thank you for watching! If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this!